Hi everyone, it's Pete here. So I saw my friend Pete Smith the other day and he's very kindly given me this birthday present for my birthday. It was during the last lockdown. Now I do know what this is, and you know what this is because I've written it in the description. But let's look at these bits a bit later and get into this one. So I've got Mark and Rob here helping me out.
Hi there.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to provide some valuable input, aren't you guys?
Yeah, bottoms.
Aha, admire the vintage Tamiya glory. So what do you reckon, guys?
Ooh.
Indeed. So it's the 2016 re-release. I think the original was out in '86. Do you remember when the Blackfoot first came out, Rob?
I do, yes.
And what did you reckon to it?
I quite liked it.
Did you have one yourself?
No.
No. So the 1980s Tamiyas are the ones I get really excited about because that's when I was a teenager. And I think this body shell is the same as the one on the Ford Ranger. I'm sure somebody will correct me if that's wrong, but that was one of my favourite shells that they ever did but never had one. So this would be fantastic with the big tyres. It'd be a very usable RC, I reckon, this one. Usual lovely graphics from Tamiya on the box. So they've got a nice little picture of the chassis here, and you can see it's pretty much the same as the Brat that I built last year. Also kindly bought for me by Pete. And this one's got the advantage of oil shocks on the front. I'm not sure what goes under there, just all the electronics I guess. But it's a good little chassis this. Okay, let's have a look inside. Ooh. So we've got these yellow wheels. Are they the same as lunchbox wheels, Rob?
No.
Alright, are they a bit narrower?
They are, yeah.
Thought so. So we've got the glass and the chrome bits. Let's have a little look at these. I won't get them all out of the bags, but the tinted windows there. Now look at that, that's what makes it, isn't it? The chrome grille, really nice. Always the lights and things like that. I guess that's the back of the cab and the driver. And the body shell, have a look at this. Look at that. So is that the same as the Ford Ranger body, Rob?
I think so, yeah.
Well, we know what's next. Sniff the tyres, guys. Ooh, sniff the tyres. So these tyres, I don't know if these got used on any other kits. They're really nice looking, aren't they? Let's say they're narrower than a lunchbox tyre, so they do look like they'd be pretty useful off-road. So what do you reckon, Mark?
Oh.
So we've got the sticker sheet and typically silly thing from Tamiya to say, stomping around. So yeah, not too many of those. Wibbly wobbly. You like that, don't you guys?
Ooh.
General blurb, and then the excellent instruction manual here. So I should recognise some of this from the Brat build, and in fact I do. So with the rest of the stuff I'll do one of the magic unboxings that are so popular. Oh, I'll try that again. Oh, it's still not as good as one of yours, Mark.
Ballins.
So my eye is drawn to another couple of wrapped up things here. So what is that? It's the bearings. Hooray! Thanks, Pete. And there's more. So what these are the things that hold on the suspension arms at the back, and these are the ones from the Brat, I believe, because the ones in the Blackfoot kit are plastic, and I know Derek Woodgate broke some on his video, and I think Pete's noticed that and has kindly bought me these ones. Cool. I think that's the same as a lunchbox bumper, isn't it, Rob?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got the gearbox main part, rear suspension arms, hubs. So these are the Blackfoot parts that are different to the Brat. So it's like a suspension tower. Not exactly sure what these bits are. Got the main chassis halves. This rather striking red. And the bit that goes at the back, I'm not sure, I think so. So these are the bits that I've got the metal parts for. Yeah, it's a nice feature of this kit, you've got all round oil shocks. So I won't take these out of the bag with the rest of the shock parts. So I think that's for the servo saver, that's for the battery doors, a couple of other little bits. So that's that cover for the electronics at the front there. And these look like shock parts, although we've already got those, so I don't know if there was ever a version of this that didn't have oil shocks, so maybe they just had pogo stick springs, and that's what the parts are there. Let's get into this one then. I'm not going to open all of this because I'm afraid of losing bits, but you've got your C parts there. You've got shock oil and springs and metal parts in there. These are suspension parts, I think. And more metal parts. The grease, screws, etc. And your gears. So with the Brat you got an option of high, middle and low gears, so you don't seem to get that with this kit. I'm never sure whether to put the higher or lower gear on. What do you think, Rob?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So So more metal bits, that's the halves of the gearbox and the rubber boot for the drive shafts. So we've got the standard Tamiya motor, although I'm going brushless for this, which might be a bit excessive, but we'll see. So I'm going to be using this brushless set in place of the standard electronics. And I know the standard gearbox has got a bit of a problem with a high powered system. So I've got myself this, which is the MIP ball diff. So what do you reckon to that, Mark?
So it'd be fun putting all the balls in there.
And what's that there?
Ball grease.
And what is it used when you're trying to get your pants on and they're a bit too tight?
Ball grease.
Ah, interesting. Right, it's another thing here. See what this is. Aha, steering servo. Excellent. Another gift here. It's the mug to go with the kit. Cheers, Pete. I think I'll probably use that for keeping screwdrivers in rather than having tea out of. It's very nicely with the lunchbox one Pete got me last year. Right, what's this one? It's beer time. Who wouldn't want that on a t-shirt? Brilliant, thanks Pete. Ooh, Camtech. Aha. Oh, fantastic. Oh, thanks Pete, so I can get some body shells like Pete does. Brilliant, thanks Pete, that's excellent. Okay, that's the unboxing done. Thanks ever so much to Pete for this and the other presents. You're a very kind man indeed. So thanks to Mark and Rob for helping me out today. You got anything else to say, guys?
Glad you're here, Rob.
Okay, anything else?
Ball grease.
Okay, so thanks ever so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Hey, so thanks for helping me out today, guys. What do you think your enduring memory of the day will be?
Hard P-Wiley. Oh, it feels pretty stiff. It was a bit of a surprise. Beautifully laid out, as usual.
It was 10mm we measured it.
I like the look of that.
God, yeah.
Ooh, bottoms. Ooh, shafts. Oh, ball ends. Ooh, ball grease.
I quite liked it.
This looks the business of your uncle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, you can go now.